You guys, we finally did it. After having this channel for almost 2 years and making over 100 videos, we are now at 300 subscribers. Our channel is now, officially, a giga. We can't thank you enough for all the support, and like we said in our 100th video, we will only continue to make content for all of you to enjoy. And for this momentous occasion, we will be doing our first ever Q&A. We have a lot of questions here from all of you guys, and we also thank you a lot for each of them. And if you didn't get a chance to ask us a question, we will likely do another Q&A for when we hit both 400 subs, 500, and beyond. And one more thing, unless both of us agree on the answer to a question, we will answer them separately. Now, let's dive in to these questions.
For our first question, Hangtime Enthusiast asks, what got you into coasters and why did you start your channel? So, this question we will go in way further in another video and we don't want to spoil that. So, on to the next question.
James Brick Studios 1 asks, what's your favorite ride at Kings Island? I mean, if you go check out our top 10 coasters at Kings Island, which is almost at 1,000 views by the way, then you could see that our favorite coaster is Orion. This coaster is just absolutely phenomenal, and although it's a short ride, it packs a punch. The airtime, speed, and just the overall layout is absolutely amazing. Every element is great, and yeah, I don't see any ride topping it anytime soon.
Now we have Carly Coasters asking, what's the best and worst coaster you've ever been on and why? So the worst coaster I definitely know is Thunder Run at Kentucky Kingdom. It's just old, terrible wooden coaster. It's just really painful in general. And the best has to be Storm Chaser. It's a fantastic RMC with great airtime, snappy inversions, and I'm surprised it's at a park that's not that well run. I wish it was at Kings Island. But yeah, those are my least favorites and favorite roller coasters.
My least favorite and favorite coaster are also both in the same park. My least favorite is Corkscrew, which for me did absolutely nothing, had no forces, and headbanged me into oblivion. I swear, I had a migraine when I got off this thing, and it didn't help that I rode Magnum about 10 minutes afterwards. And my favorite is in the same park, Steel Vengeance. Do I really have to explain myself? I mean, come on, it's Steel Vengeance.
Next, we have Airtime Axolotl asking, what's your favorite hypercoaster? And for me, that's definitely Diamondback, since it's the only hypercoaster I've been on. Unless you count Orion, then it would be Orion. But yeah, Diamondback's definitely my favorite. Great airtime, floater throughout the ride, has a slight rattle, but it's a fantastic ride overall.
Like I said in the last question, my favorite hypercoaster is Steel Vengeance. The ejector on it is just absolutely crazy, and it's probably the greatest coaster on the planet, just by definition. But if you're asking for a traditional hypercoaster, I've got to say Diamondback at Kings Island. The floater on this is amazing, I love the splashdown, and it's overall just a very well-rounded ride. Although, I do think the rattle is extremely annoying.
Our next question, we have user YY8EQ9KU1V asking, do you love me?
That lovely 14 asks, have you done any fun poses for the roller coaster camera? Yes. We mostly do them on Diamondback because the camera comes right after a pretty bad trimmed airtime hill, so we have time to mentally prepare for it. And we'll sometimes do rock, paper, scissors matches where we don't look at who wins, so we have to check the camera afterwards to see who won. Or we'll just do a funny face or something, but in conclusion, yes, I love posing for the camera.
So for this next question, we have Coasters272 asking, have you ever been to a Six Flags park? So technically yes and officially no, because with the merger deal, we've been to Kings Island, and if you count that as a Six Flags park now, alright, that's our only Six Flags park we've been to, but officially no. I've only been to Kentucky Kingdom and Kings Island right now, so no.
Calvin Petty 343 has asked, where will the next mock extreme spinner go? I mean, Kings Island does have a lovely plot of land right beside Vortex, and it would be a pretty good success for considering how depressing this plot of land is, because they haven't replaced Vortex yet. But hey, that might be just me. He also has asked, what is Cedar Point's next coaster after Top Thrill 2? I think that they're going to replace a coaster. I mean, they kind of have to. Maybe something like Gemini or Corkscrew, hopefully. Although I do really like Gemini, by the way. And hopefully it'll either be a full-scale Gravity Grouper GCI Woody, because that would be awesome. This park really needs a good Woody. Or it'll be a Gert Schlauer Infinity Coaster, because that would just be a pretty good fit for this park. And also, WTF is happening to TT2? I don't know anymore, man. This is so disappointing for me. I was gonna go to Cedar Point, and this is just depressing. I cannot believe that they don't have it open yet. They had it open for like 2 weeks. And if they don't open it soon, and they end up never opening it again, I guarantee this will go down in coaster history as one of the biggest disappointments of all time. But yeah, I don't know, man.
And now we have Coasters 272's second question asking, which side is better, Red or Blue Racer? And for me, it's definitely Red Racer because of the memories I've had on it. My first ride was actually on Red Racer, and yeah, it used to race backwards, which is pretty cool. So I would have to say Red Racer.
Ryan Stegerwald? Sorry for the bad pronunciation, but he has asked, what struggles have you guys had on the way to 300 subscribers? I gotta say, the biggest block was getting all of our videos taken down, or at least almost all of them. They got taken down due to copyright, and this was a major bummer, because it made us really depressed, and we barely had anything up on the page. But also, writer's block and other stuff has gotten in our way, but that was definitely the main thing. And did these struggles encourage you to post more? I mean, I think when we got all of our videos taken down, it definitely encouraged us to post more, just so that we could fill up and have a better selection of videos. So in conclusion, yeah, I think so.
For this question, Peaceful Monkey asked, when you go on coasters, how do you decide where to sit? So, this really depends on the coaster. Airtime coasters, we usually like back, like Mystic Timbers, but speed focused coasters like Orion, we usually at front, but it overall depends, and you couldn't go wrong with either seat. And that is all the questions we got. So thank you guys for making it to the end of this video and submitting all those questions. And we would really appreciate a like and subscribe to help us to get another Q&A milestone sooner. So thank you again for 300 subs, and we'll see you later. Peace!